Hello, welcome to the Words and Personality Podcast.
It's your
whatever.
boy, Big Daddy Mo.
EL-SCRIBBLER, yeah.
Big Daddy Mo. Y'all know by now.
Yeah, I cut him off. No homo. Yeah. Apparently, Godzilla vs. Kong came out. Yeah.
You sitting there asking a question. You just watched it.
I just watched it. Did I watch it?
Apparently, Godzilla and Kong came out. Like, nigga, you just watched it.
Yeah.
Illegally, might I add.
Yeah. Apparently, it just came out. Technically, no. You pay for the app.
Shut the fuck up. I don't. You know. Yeah.
People share streaming services.
Shut the fuck up.
How many people have my Disney Plus? How many people have my Funimation?
That's true. But yes, Godzilla vs. Kong came out, and you know what? What you want to do? You want to start with this movie, or do you want to go through it all?
You know, I first want to say some things about this movie.
I really want to go ahead. I really want to know.
Yeah, because there are things that I you know what? They're slipping out of my head. I did like to see Fire Fist back.
Who?
Fire Fist from Deadpool. Deadpool 2? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I said that in my review too. Yep.
Yeah, it was fun to see him back, and he hasn't lost all the weight, so it was nice to see.
I enjoyed
him. Yeah, I like him. I like him. Reminds me of a young what's Jonah Hill? A young Jonah Hill.
Hey, are one of those waters for me?
No, they're both for me.
Come on, let me get one. And thank you. I'm thirsty. Shit. Continue.
Yeah. So I did like seeing him. The first time I saw him, I thought of Fire Fist. I was like, yes, Fire Fist. So I enjoyed that, and I do like how they brought the girl back, and she has aged appropriate. Because before, honestly, in the original, like King of Monsters, she looked like a boy. For the majority of the movie, she looked like a boy. And then this one is just like, okay.
Well, she's 17 now.
Yeah, they put in a ton of makeup on her. They're making her look more adult. It's just like, all
See,
right.
Here's the thing. Her, because for Godzilla 1 and 2, the human portion was always trash.
Yep.
This one I actually enjoyed no more.
Yeah, well,
because I mean, come on, you had the conspiracy nut.
Yeah, I did enjoy him.
Because at first, like when I was watching him, because I know him from the show Atlanta, as Paperboy the rapper. So I'm always used to see him as like this tough dude and all that. But then when I see him in this, and he was like acting all, like, oh yes, I have this. Oh my God, Godzilla's here. Oh my God, yo, follow my podcast. At first I was like,
over here, tap water.
Bro, that was hilarious. I drink tap water. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Of course you drink tap water. But like for like at least 5 minutes, I was like, I don't know. And then as he kept going on and on, I'm like, you know what? I'm enjoying him as his character. But as far as the human portion of the movie, the three of them were the best part.
Yeah,
because they were doing a lot of stuff was going on. I mean, they went to Hong Kong. They saw Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, like one thing I wanted to say. I'm assuming that the axe that was made is made
from Godzilla's.
Yep. one of his races, because I was like, that looks like a scale from Godzilla. They're not mentioning it, but that looks exactly, which is why it can absorb his power, things like that. So I like that.
Yeah.
But apparently, Kong's ancestors built an entire temple.
Okay, yeah.
That really bugged me. The second I saw that, I was just like, wait a minute.
Because they kept saying home, and I'm just like, why are they saying home? Like I'm sitting there just like, yo, get to the fights. But like, what do y'all mean home? Am I missing something here?
Yeah, they kept addressing all this stuff. It's just like, I know there's a world before our world,
because they want to, because they want to expand it.
Yeah, well, they're never going to expand it more, because apparently there was supposed to be a post-credit scene which they never showed. Yeah, so they had planned things ahead, but because they're not making the money back, they decided.
Well, because the director already says, well, it makes sense seeing as how King of Monsters was it did bad.
Well, because that was a bad movie.
It was better than the first Godzilla.
No, the first Godzilla was amazing. 98. Now that thing is a masterpiece.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one where we thought Walter White was going to go against Godzilla.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
King of Monsters was better than that one.
Yeah,
at least action wise
was better than both.
Yes.
Yeah, than both Godzilla and King of Monsters. I had to go back and watch that, because that is a masterpiece.
Bro, I watched the last 20 minutes on Stars, and I was more, it was more exciting than both of those movies combined.
You know what? Let's talk about that one for a bit then.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen that movie in years, but I still know it.
Well, I honestly, I went back to watch it, and it isn't a bad movie. The problem is it was made as a top,
serious movie.
A top movie. But then he's got all these one-liner jokes. It's like, that's a lot of fish. It was like, no, duh. You just dropped truckloads, dump trucks of fish on a pile. Yeah.
I love that part.
All those dumb jokes over and over again. If it was made as a B grade movie, it would have been seen as a masterpiece.
A lot of stuff was funny. Like, what was it when Hank Azaria, the cameraman, Godzilla, steps on him and he just like goes right through the cracks. No homo.
Right between the toes.
Yeah, bro. A lot of scenes in that movie. I love when they're at the Madison Square Garden. I love that. Wrong floor.
Yeah.
That movie's great.
Yeah, all the jokes, like, you have to go back to it and watch it as, like, it's not a great film.
Yes.
And you have to watch it as if it was made as a B film. If it was made as a B film, it would have been seen as, like, one of the greatest B films of that generation.
Because when I was a kid, I still loved it.
Yeah,
and
same.
today it's still awesome.
Because it is funny. The problem is like they tried to sell it as this humorous thing, and it's just not.
And it comes from the guy that did Independence Day.
Yeah.
The guy that does all the disaster movies.
Yeah.
So all his movies are always like serious. So the fact that they made this one serious,
yeah. They tried to make it serious.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And it came off more just like
yeah. The jokes were just all one-liners. It just didn't work. But it works if you're not going in, because I had seen it before, so I knew it's not a serious movie. The problem is if you watched the problem with trailers is they're misleading. If you watch all the trailers for Godzilla 98, they make it seem like a really serious movie.
Yep.
And I saw it before I even saw trailers. I saw trailers after the fact, so I was surprised at the fact that they were trying to sell it as a
So you thought it was automatically a comedy then?
Yeah, I already thought it was like a B film that was just humorous. It was like, it's entertaining. You can have it on the background. You can just laugh along with everyone else.
The mayor, because I remember I looked this up a while ago, like the mayor is actually supposed to be like Robert Ebert.
Yeah, and the guy...
Roger Ebert, yeah.
Yeah,
and Siskel and Gene, yeah.
Yeah, the two there, they're supposed to be that's the mayor and the guy he always
his
argues
assistant.
with, yeah.
And it's funny because when they you even wasted that.
Yeah, because you can tell it's them, because at the very end he always does the it's just like, yep, the thumbs up, thumbs down, that's them.
He did that in the movie too? I didn't.
In the reviews.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The reviews, they do a thumbs up.
That's what I'm saying, that he did that in the movie?
When he got fired. When he got fired, I quit.
That is great. I'm about to watch that again.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I know what you're doing. It's
Nice.
very, very subliminal right there.
That is great.
People who would watch them know that that's their calling.
I used to watch them all the time. It was like on Sundays at like 11 o'clock. I'm like, yes, Roger Ebert coming on. Let's get it.
Yep. It was the thumbs up, thumbs down.
And I hate when they didn't review the movie I was looking for the most. I'm like, bro, y'all got like 3-4 movies, man. Review this one, please.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a great movie. Godzilla. 2014.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Man, the problem with that movie is not like it was trash. It's the fact that
Again,
the advertisements.
The trailers.
Exactly.
The
they
trailers,
kept showing Bryan Cranston.
The trailers misled us, just like in the 98 version.
But at least the 98 version still...
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was at least entertaining. This one was boring throughout. Yeah. I could not... I put them on and I was just like... I was watching them chronologically as in the events they happened. So I watched Kong Skull Island, then I watched Godzilla, then I watched King of Monsters, then I watched King Kong, just the entirety of the
that's not chronological.
The Skull Island. Well,
the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah, and then I watched
Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla 98. Godzilla 98.
You watched that 98?
And then today I watched the Godzilla versus Kong. And it's just like, I realized after the fact how much greater King Kong, at least the Skull Island portion, is than the Kong. How much greater Godzilla 98 is over the King of Monsters and Godzilla.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, did you just say you watched Godzilla, then you just skip straight to King Kong? You lost me there for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's so much better just watching, because I showed you like the fighting on Skull Island with Kong, when he's fighting like T-Rexes, when they're fighting against bugs, all that crap is awesome because they're like fighting on equal terms. And you see,
even though, man, let's be real, Adrian Brody, every Jack Black, they should have been stomped like 50 million times over.
Yeah, but I love the scene because it's so action packed, and you see the people against the world. However, in Kong, you saw that like once when they're fighting the giant spider.
Skull Island?
Yeah, Skull Island. in Kong Skull Island? Did you see that once?
No, yeah, you had a few moments, but it wasn't nothing as
they're not fighting,
and it wasn't nothing like
they're not
Peter
fighting
Jackson's
hordes
King Kong.
of bugs. They're not fighting even the one who landed there in World War II was talking about the ants. So I was thinking there was going to be a scene where the humans would be fighting bugs, but no, that never happened.
Didn't they fight bugs? 'Cause remember Loki had the machete. What was they? Remember he was chopping something up.
They were fighting like these winged bat type things.
But still, though,
It's
on Skull Island. The movie is Kong Skull Island, but Peter Jackson's King Kong, you got more of Skull Island.
Well, because it's not about Kong, it's about the people there. So they're actually showing you how they're interacting with the world, the giant bugs, how they have to fight to survive. And it's actually more disgusting because these bugs are crawling all over. Crickets are eating people alive. It's a lot more intense. Yet Kong Skull Island, it's a lot of walking around.
Damn, do you not like Skull Island?
I enjoy it.
I'm about to say,
okay.
not too long ago, you were just saying how great it was.
Out of the four, Godzilla 2014, King of Monsters, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, Kong Skull Island is by far the best one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It goes Skull Island, Godzilla vs. Kong, King of Monsters, and then Godzilla. That's how I rank them.
I don't know about
King of Monsters and Godzilla.
Those two are easily thrown out.
Yeah, but it's still in this though.
Because they absolutely. Because one thing I don't like in one thing I find funny in the Kong movie is how the height of Kong kept changing. If you notice from scene to scene, there was one scene where he's running and he's the height of the trees. Then there's another scene where he's running and he's like at the top of the mountains.
In Skull Island?
Yeah, in Skull Island.
Crap, I never noticed.
And then there's another scene
I've only seen that movie one time.
where it's this giant handprint, and I was like, wait a minute, he wasn't that big. No homo. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I found that very interesting. And also in King of Monsters, how Godzilla swims up the first time they get to like Zero, what is it called? Monster Zero. He swims up through the ice, and then he's standing on the spot he just swam through. Why is he not still in the water?
Yeah.
All those little things added up to just like, I don't, the sheer physics is weird.
Let's start with Godzilla 2014.
Okay.
We talked about 98. Let's start with 2014 because we're just jumping all over. And then I ended up losing my track of thought. My point of thought, because you mentioned Godzilla. Okay, we started with the advertisement. The reason I thought it was weak was because, I mean, this is when
they misled you.
Bryan Cranston, Breaking Bad. Bro, he was like the biggest movie star, or just Hollywood star.
Well, yeah, because everyone loved him because it wasn't exactly movie star; it was just
a star. Period. So he's in everything. So then they keep showing him in the trailer. So I'm like, oh, bet Godzilla versus Heisenberg.
Not only that, is he's actually in the special documentary, like the special effects. They have interview him primarily for all the shots.
See, so I'm thinking like he's going to be a big part of the movie, and then bro, he's in it. You know what? I don't know who has more screen time, Godzilla or Bryan Cranston, because they both sitting there clocking in like at 20 minutes. Yeah, barely.
And honestly, I didn't care for the characters they had as Fowler.
Absolutely, and I like Aaron Taylor Johnson, Kick-Ass Quicksilver.
Yeah,
but in this, he reminds me of these come out. Didn't these come out the same year? When did World War Z come out?
I think the same year.
Bro, his character reminded me of Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's
happens to be everywhere where everything's happening.
Exactly, and of course they escaped from it.
And they need him to help out. Mm-hmm. He happened to be the bomb defusing guy.
You telling me y'all didn't have another bomb defusing guy?
Yeah.
Come on.
Everything seemed to just add up. One thing I would have preferred if they would have actually had Bryan Cranston be a part of Monarch.
He could have been with Ken Watanabe the entire time or something.
Exactly. That would make more sense. Because here this guy is, he lost his entire family, and here he's talking about something went wrong, I have all this information, he's talking like a madman, and Monarch, which is a government-funded organization that has ties to everything, doesn't hear about this lunatic spouting all this stuff, when it happens to be the exact information that they need to know?
Yeah.
Because he had all the knowledge, he had all the paperwork, all the files. They didn't happen in 15 years not to stumble across him. That Monarch is clearly a dumb organization if that's the case. It made me think that they are morons because they obviously couldn't find this one guy who was basically breaking all the rules to get into the infected area just to find out the truth. You see, just that itself. It was
Like
just
I said, I was just mad that he didn't go against Godzilla. You really like went deep in there. No homo.
Well, that's the thing, because it's that right there would have made a lot of sense for him to be
absolutely.
picked up by Monarch.
Absolutely.
15 years.
Instead, the second he sees his son, and all of a sudden they find one of the creatures, boom, he's dead.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all could have easily had Bryan Cranston with Ken Watanabe. They sitting there giving information with these people, that people.
Not
let them
even
fight.
that.
It could have had doing something better.
Not even that. Basically, they had Bryan Cranston start out the whole thing, then it jumps 15 years, and you follow his son.
Yeah.
Then you get back to him, and he dies. That is ridiculous. That is something I just did not enjoy, because it was just like, we were set to follow this guy from the very beginning. The second he pops back into the picture, he dies off. So it's like, who is the main character I'm supposed to be following now?
Damn, bro, you sound really mad.
I am. I hate it when movies do that. It's just like, I need to follow someone. And you gave me someone at the very beginning who apparently was just a bait and switch. And it's the worst kind, because that's the one person everyone went there to see.
That's like playing a video game that's like that.
Yeah, it's like you want him and Godzilla. You either give us more Bryan Cranston or you give us more Godzilla.
They did neither.
Yeah.
Because when it came to Godzilla, it's like, okay, you see his tail. Oh, here come Godzilla. Next scene. You see him stand up and he roars. He's about to fight. Next scene. Oh yeah, we actually see him fighting, but it's on the news reporter and the camera is shaking.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, finally we about to see it. Oh my god, the door is closing, so now we can't see. I'm like, bro, and y'all really thought that was a good idea?
And what the biggest issue, like when it finally gets to the big fight, when you see everything, is when he's falling down through the sky, which is actually an awesome scene.
I love that shot.
But as he falls down, the entire city's already on fire. Apparently, the majority of the battle has already been fought. So it's just like you're falling into the very tail end of the battle.
Mm-hmm.
I was there to see the battle. Why did I not get to see the battle? I just get to see the end of the battle.
Yeah.
I sat through this entirely boring film to get to that scene, and they kind of cheap out on it. They don't do that to us in '98.
No, they really don't, bro.
We get Godzilla through and
he's
through.
Over, this is my question. I'm going back to '98. How did Godzilla hide? Remember when they was chasing with the helicopters and all of a sudden, I lost him.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
My guess is he ducked.
That's all he did was
He
duck.
ducked behind a skyscraper.
When he came back up, that's when
he jumped and.
But still, he really just said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, he ducked.
He really just hit.
But that's what's funny. That's what makes the movie so great. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
It's so stupid.
Oh my god, I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah,
So
I had to watch it.
It's so great.
I had to watch all the ones that are just better than what came after.
Yeah, 2014 one was whack. It was weak.
Yeah, I mean, even the classic black and white ones are far better,
Wow.
because you still get more Godzilla, and it's funny seeing the foam costumes kind of rock back and forth when they're hit.
Oh yeah, I never even seen those movies, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But,
you see gifs of it all the time.
Man, why am I always slipping in this chair, bro?
I don't know.
But let's talk about Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yeah, King of Monsters. Okay.
Oh, that feels so much better.
Now, King of Monsters, I still don't understand why this one came out. I mean, now that Godzilla vs. Kong came out, I can kind of understand, but at the same time, I don't, because...
Like Michael Bay said, the motherfucking money.
Because, well, it didn't make any.
It didn't. It flopped.
Yeah.
The only reason that Godzilla and Kong still came out was like, well, we already started shooting it the second we got done with King of Monsters. We're not going to stop. Nah. That's the only reason. But...
Yeah, because King of Monsters was just... It just seemed to not make any sense from the beginning. First of all, there is this woman whose son died in the middle of the
terrible
San Francisco destruction from the first movie. And her response is to unleash all the Titans so that many more families can experience her heartbreak.
That's what she was
Tell me if I'm wrong there.
I thought she was doing it to
bring balance.
Yeah, okay, good. I was making sure because I already did my review.
To bring balance.
I already did my
But
review.
no.
I don't want to redo my review.
That's the thing. She's
It's-
bringing balance.
Here's
That
my
doesn't
thing.
make any sense.
This is- hold
She's
on.
destroying. She's still a wreck, yet she decides to put billions of other families through the same thing.
I'm pretty sure she has parents. I'm pretty sure she has aunties, cousins, nephews. Oh, my
That
son.
be? Nah.
But my son died, so I'm sorry, but fuck y'all. Y'all gotta go too. Her plan is so stupid. Why do people always think like in these movies it's like, okay, we got Godzilla. What if we can control Godzilla or make a monster that's just as big and powerful as Godzilla?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you can't control that. You're not gonna be able to control that. That's not a dog. That's not a dog I'm trying to play fetch
Can
with.
you even control a dog? Seriously,
No,
can you?
no.
I mean, they'll still pee on your carpet if you start yelling at them too much.
Yep.
It's about being nice and respectful. You still have to let them know who the alpha is, but there's always a battle.
I tried being, nice and respectful to Bolt when I first met him. He just kept humping me. So you can't really control the dogs all the time.
Yeah, you just
still,
do what you do.
Her plan is just idiotic.
Yeah,
and it's not like if you let it's not like the monsters are gonna be like, hey yo, I appreciate you for letting me out. You know what I'm saying, your husband, your daughter, y'all are good. I'm gonna get them, but y'all are good. No, they see you, they still gonna step on you. They still gonna throw some Kamehameha waves at you. So it doesn't her plan doesn't make sense. It is so stupid.
Yeah, but not
White
only
people.
that is true. White women.
What I was about to say,
she's
women
such a
too.
Karen. She's a Karen.
Oh,
through
she's
and
a
through.
big Karen.
She's a Karen.
She's a big. Oh my god.
that's the definition of a Karen.
She's a Karen.
Anytime someone says a Karen, just send a picture of her.
Godzilla versus Karen.
Yeah,
Godzilla's definitely losing that.
That's basically it. She's just a Karen. But one thing I think why it fell so flat is kind of like the same.
That's what she said.
Flaccid. that's why it. I think it was okay. I've lost train of thought. Okay, Spider-Man 3. What was its problems?
It was like too many villains.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the problem with King of Monsters? As soon as Monster Zero is awoken, what is it? 17 other monsters, other titans, start roaming the earth.
When really you could have like saved all those monsters for other sequels.
Exactly. Why unleash have the Hydra wake them all up when you could have saved that all for later? Have them have more one-offs as they slowly wake up, slowly fight to show dominance. Because let's face it, Kong and Godzilla shouldn't be the only two alphas. They're all titans. They're all apex predators. They would fight each other to prove who's on top. Some will be benevolent, some won't be.
Yeah.
They could have created an entire series off of this. Every time another one is awoken, yet they decided to show them all. The mammoth, all these weird looking ones, Rodon. They could have definitely done an entire movie off of that one alone.
Damn, bro. I was not paying attention. This movie sucked, bro.
Exactly.
I said it was a cool movie in my review. I'm not redoing it.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, like, they introduce Mothra.
Oh yeah, that's the hot one, right?
That's
The butterfly one.
And well, it's a moth, not a butterfly.
That's hot.
The one that turns into vapors.
Yeah.
At the
She
very
came
end.
down I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that I was just like, you could have done so much more, built upon so much more, but you just wanted to instantly push too far.
See, that's the thing though. The stories for these movies suck.
Yep.
Because they know exactly what we want to see. We don't care about the story. They think we don't know. They think we don't care about the story. They think we don't care about the characters. They just think we just want to see the two, all these monsters going at it. And that's why I keep saying, like, hey, for King of Monsters. Go ahead.
Let me stop you there. Godzilla, we didn't see the monster fight till the very end.
That's why I did not like it as much.
And King of Monsters, they showed all these monsters, but just clips. They didn't show really any fights.
We had a few fights. We actually had some fights.
We had a few.
They showed Godzilla a lot more.
Like when Mothra and Rodan are fighting, and then you have Hydra and Godzilla fighting. But you have 17 other titans on the planet causing havoc, but you don't see anything else there
with the other monsters.
Yeah,
maybe they're just because then
why introduce it?
Because then at the end
they bowed to him.
Okay,
they bowed to Godzilla.
Because I tried to watch it again last night and I cut it off because I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
so they did bow to him.
Yeah, they bowed to him. So apparently they were on their way there. Godzilla's wounded out and he's outnumbered. Why not just jump on him? There's a ton of things that just didn't make sense. Don't introduce all these freaking monsters. Just have the only thing that could have happened was this alien Titan, the monster, the Hydra, could have come to Earth, and since he can terraform the planet, he becomes the main villain. Not the fact that he's waking all the monsters up, the fact that he's destroying civilization because he himself is, what's it called where you transform a planet? Terraform. He terraforms a planet by himself to make it his, like, kind of what Darkseid wants to do.
Okay, I was about to say Ego, but no, he was just a living planet.
Yeah. So, well, technically, he did want to mutate other planets to be his ecosystem.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was just like, why wake up all these monsters? As you can see, I keep having issues with the Godzilla movies, except 98.
They're not. Oh my god! So that means you had issues with Kong versus.
Yeah. 98 is a masterpiece.
See, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, they're focused more on the monsters, not the story, not the characters. Because I mean, you can really tell because Karen's motivation, Karen's whole plot was just stupid. Didn't make no sense. So this is action-wise, it's a big improvement over the first one. Story-wise, though, the other one was simpler, especially with Kick-Ass. Just, I'd rather have that story with this action.
Yeah.
Then I enjoy the movie
because
I mean, even though they still could have changed Bryan Cranston.
Because you can at least relate to the Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
You can't relate to this psychotic woman.
No.
And her ex-husband or husband.
I think that's her husband, but I still didn't care for that. I still didn't care for the girl Madison.
I didn't care for him because his goal was to kill all the Titans. Yet the chance he has to kill the Titans, he decides to resurrect them.
Yeah.
It's just like, you can't flip-flop like this.
Hey, I enjoy Ken Watanabe though, because you gotta have that one Asian.
Let them fight.
Exactly, let them fight. He's here to restore the balance.
Yeah,
he was great in both movies.
Yep.
Goodbye, old friend. I was like, no, not my boy Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, but those.
Was it Gajira?
Gojira.
Is it racist that I try to do the accent?
Gojira.
It's not racist.
I don't know.
What? I got
what is considered racist?
I don't care. I had to say it in the accent because then I could kind of see why they call. Why do they call? Is that Godzilla in like whatever language?
Or just the way they can pronounce it.
Okay,
so remember, some words aren't the same.
Yeah, because now it makes sense why saying. Oh, he must mean Godzilla.
The L and R are interchangeable in Japanese.
Garura.
Yeah.
That makes sense in Orbit now.
Yeah, because literally, like, if you watch One Piece, Roronoa Zoro is also Roronoa Zolo, but it sounds better as Zoro, yeah.
Huh.
Than Zolo, because Zolo just sounds stupid, but Zoro sounds cool.
Okay, but
yeah. So it's basically that language barrier on how if they can pronounce the L. If they can't, it's
Okay, let's talk about Kong Skull Island.
Okay, now Kong Skull Island.
I enjoyed that. Even though I saw it one time, I still enjoyed that. That movie was awesome, bro.
Well, the way it starts out already makes sense. Already, you get characters you will enjoy. There's the scientist who is gung-ho about proving his hypothesis that there are Titans out there. Mm-hmm. And apparently, he's the one that put Monarch together.
Oh, the black dude.
No, crap, I forgot his name. The one who plays Sully in Monsters Inc.
John Goodman.
Yeah. He's apparently the one who put Monarch together, but it doesn't seem like it.
I just know the black guy that played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Yep.
His character actually shows back up in King of Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the... it's the dude that always plays a scientist in movies, and yet he always end up dying or his laboratory gets exploded. He is a trash scientist.
I first saw him in Smallville.
I saw him in Terminator 2.
Smallville.
He is
I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
And remember, he also was in Justice League. Mm-hmm. He is a trash. He's a good scientist, but he's trash at keeping his company.
Yeah, he always
just surviving.
He always dies himself.
Except in the Joss Whedon version.
Yeah, he did survive there.
He survived there, but
it's a post-credit scene where he dies. Yeah, apparently.
But so that character from Kong Skull Island was in King of Monsters.
Yeah, I know,
which is
cool.
cool.
He was Dr. Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Brooks, something like that.
I don't care.
But that was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew that, and you could tell because he was wearing the same exact glasses as the one from Skull Island. But Kong Skull Island, the way it starts off is just instantly far more enjoyable because you're following John Goodman in the beginning. He's basically saying we need to go here. We want to beat the Russians there because it's during the Cold War.
Yeah,
it's like right at the start of the Cold War.
This is like 73, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Russians will get the same scans we have. We need to beat them there. And then the senators basically, okay, that actually makes sense. Let's greenlight this. And so they end up calling. They need an escort there. So they end up calling someone who you can tell it's Samuel L. Jackson, and you can tell he's pissed off. You can tell he's the type of person that wished he died on the battlefield. So instantly, you know he is going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So the second he is called, because he's looking at all his badges, kind of regretting, feeling like it's everything's been made a mistake, because he wanted to die on the battlefield. He feels like he deserves that.
Then him dying was a happy ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
When he got crushed by Kong, he basically got what he wanted. He got to see Valhalla. It was kind of that kind of mentality where you die on the battlefield. Witness me. So you instantly know his character right then and there.
Yeah.
With those few shots, you know his character. Then of course they need to find a tracker. They need to find all this, and then of course the Brie Larson. I had no clue she was in the movie. I had completely forgotten.
I can't stand Brie Larson. Brie Larson is so, I don't know. She just seems boring.
Yeah, she is. She is. I don't.
Because Captain Marvel, even though that was or whatever movie, bro, her Captain Marvel, her character was just trash.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a movie I've actually enjoyed her in.
I like Don John.
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, bro, hey, yeah. Hey, the song she sang, Envy
like
Adams.
Scott Pilgrim?
That was probably outside of Don John, because I mean, who only went to go see that for Scarlett Johansson. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But again, though, it wasn't enjoyable because of her. What movie is enjoyable because of Brie Larson?
Yeah.
Okay,
because she's a forgettable.
Have you seen Room?
Room?
The one where it was actually like inspired by a true story. It's where she's like
no,
somebody kidnapped her.
It's popped up on my feed. I just always ignore it.
She's kidnapped, and then I guess she's been in like this room for like 5 years. The guy rapes her, then she has a baby, and then they finally are able to escape. So yeah,
that's all it's about.
Yeah, I mean, of course, now it's like life after that. The son is actually the kid is actually getting used to the outside world. It's a cool movie. She got an Academy Award, but I was just like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, but in Kong, Skull Island, she's a forgettable character. I forgot she was there. The only thing that actually made sense was Samuel L. Jackson's character basically saying it was people like you that lost us the war. Because if you know anything about history, you never actually lost a battle in Vietnam. Every single one was won. It's just we retreated.
So we never lost?
No, we never lost.
Oh, bet.
There were casualties, of course. There's always casualties in combat. But the thing is, we won basically every excursion we had. So it's kind of funny because his dialogue is just like, yeah, that actually is true. It was the people back home that lost us the war.
Hey, is that when they did the make peace, not war?
Mm-hmm.
And that one chick puts the dandelion in the guy's gun, and he blows her brains out.
Oh, you mean from
The Watchmen?
Yeah, Watchmen.
I love that scene. I was in the theater like,
yeah, Nixon's third term, fourth term, something like that. Yeah.
But that's such a great scene.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, yep.
I give Zack Snyder points for that.
Yeah, but it was just like, you could tell his character. I love Samuel L. Jackson for that, and then Tom Hiddleston basically showing up and just being
a badass.
Yeah, I loved him.
Tom Hiddleston was great in this movie,
in the Marines.
But he was able to do so much. Wasn't he just a tracker? The next thing you know, he got gun skills. He got the knife skills.
He worked with the British.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of the British captain in the British Navy,
makes
I think.
Sense. Hey,
and he just retired.
Didn't this movie also have that what's that song? Is it by Credence? You know that song, that one war song that's in every single war movie.
Yeah. It Apocalypse Now type thing. Yep, that was there as they were flying in over because that's the thing. It feels like a war movie.
It does. And then Kong shows up.
The dialogue, everything. That is why it works so well, because it's basically man versus monster.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, monster's going to win because the man that is wanting to kill the monster is already insane. All his subordinates wanted to go home. Their goal was to go home. They were excited to go home. But here, Samuel L. Jackson's character, Picard, I think.
Oh no, I might end up watching that tonight though.
He basically as soon as he's called about this mission, he accepts immediately. He wants the war to continue, and he finds his battlefield on Skull Island.
You know what's funny? You talking about this movie? You got me wanting to watch it more, not even for Kong no more, bro, for the characters.
Exactly. That's
for
the
characters, bro. I'm like, damn, Samuel L. Jackson was really like that. Because again, the last time I saw this movie was 4 years ago when it came out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like it's the characters that bring you in. Just like with all the banter between all the military soldiers, it is humorous.
It was even to the point where I got sad when when the one dude was getting ready to sacrifice himself with the grenade. I was sad because I'm like, bruh, you couldn't throw it. They launched him and then he blew up. But I was sad.
Well, with a grenade, it's risky to throw, and I think he was holding the pins down.
He's gonna be fucked up.
I think he was holding the pins down so he could. When he gets swallowed, but he was tossed.
I've been like,
blew
bitch.
up.
But yeah, like even when the characters die, bro, I actually get sad. Like you actually care about the characters here.
Yeah, I mean, like if you go back to Godzilla and King of Monsters, if any one of those characters died, you wouldn't care.
Nope.
If Godzilla died, you wouldn't care.
They could have killed the little girl, and I'd have been like, okay, I'll see you in Stranger Things next summer.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I don't care for not. In both movies, I don't care for none of them. I care about the characters more in the Godzilla 98 more than I care about any of the characters in the first two Godzilla movies. But in Kong, yes. Like what's his name? Man, you know what's funny? We kept talking about him. Toby Kendall, the one that does the motion capture for Kong.
Oh yeah, and crap, Andy Serkis.
No, not Andy Serkis.
Oh crap!
In this movie.
Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking King Kong.
I know. I'm gonna get his name. His name is Toby Kendall or whatever. I don't know. Yeah,
because his character is sad because he's writing a letter to his son, Dear Bobby. So the entire film, all the soldiers are basically saying, Dear Bobby, we're on our final mission. Dear Bobby, you're a moron. Dear Bobby.
And then the thing is, what sucks is when everybody got split up, he was solo. So I'm like, bro, he got a kid, you know, they keep like letting us know that he's not gonna die, at least not right now. No. He died by himself.
Yep.
That was the saddest death in the movie, bro. I was like, y'all really did that?
Not only that, he was coughed up.
Oh,
that's how they found out. This dog tags came out of one of the school crawlers.
That was so sad, bro. Now I don't want to watch the movie.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's how you do a movie, bro.
That is how you get us get us to care about the characters. King of Monsters, I didn't care for a single character. I didn't even care for the monsters.
Hey, Ken Watanabe though. Ken Watanabe because he's Ken Watanabe, and he had to be that Asian guy.
Yeah,
I give him points for that.
He had to be the one from.
I wasn't as sad when he died, but I was just like,
exactly. Because you don't build anything with them.
They just give us characters like, okay, here's the character. This is gonna be the scientist dude. That's gonna be the army dude. I didn't even care for Ice Cube's son in this one. They're gonna be the army dude. You know, they kept giving us the same, you know, what I'm saying, cliched characters. You didn't care.
Yeah, and even in this one, like I mentioned before, the funny thing was Kong's height kept changing.
I can't wait to see that now.
It always changes from scene to scene. It looks like he's running through the trees, then he's taller than a mountain.
Yeah, because like when they
first see him, he's
like
standing up over the mountains. Yep. So you start to notice it after a while. It's just like, wait a minute, why does he keep?
Yeah.
Because they mentioned later on that it's just like he's not full grown yet. He's still a baby. He needs time to grow, which is why he's the size of Godzilla and for Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, why was he ping-ponging?
That's true.
Through the entire film.
That's true. Hey, but man, hey, when they first see Godzilla, boy is stacking a body count right there. I mean, he took
Kong?
Kong. Sorry. Same person.
Yeah.
No,
but I think
he takes the helicopter like a box of cereal, bro. I'm like, wow.
And I think not only that is Kong gets hurt. Like he reaches for a chopper and his hand gets cut up because he grabs the tail of the chopper. So it's basically slicing up his hand. He's getting injured. And I actually love that because it brings more humanity to Godzilla. Kong. Yeah, I'm doing it. To Kong. Because like Godzilla, I can't really recall him getting hurt.
Oh, no. He got his ass beat a bunch. Remember, he almost died.
But did he bleed?
Movies. All right, Batman.
That's the thing, because look,
I don't know, man. He's a dark.
They removed
every time you
oxygen.
See him, it's at night.
Exactly, and they removed oxygen. The only time I've ever seen him cut was, I think, it was from Kong and Godzilla versus Kong because the axe came down on him. That's the only time I think it happened.
Okay, bleeding. I don't recall bleeding, but we know he got hurt.
Yeah,
a bunch. But bleeding, I don't recall that.
Yeah, so it's just like there's these little things. It's just like, come on.
But yeah, the action in Kong, I love it. Oh, and John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly was great as like the guy that was like stuck there and all that. Yeah,
I love
bro.
that. And the fact that he made brothers, like as soon as we get rid of the armor, as soon as everything else, we're just people. We're just brothers. He's my brother. And like he gives this speech about how he promised that he would never leave his brother behind on Skull Island. And here he's grabbing the sword, sheathing it, and crying as he's leaving the corpse behind of his friend. Because he can't bring him with him.
I have to watch this movie again.
And it hurts you because here he swore to his friend that they wouldn't leave each other behind, yet he has to leave him behind.
Who did this movie? I want to know who wrote this now.
Kong.
I want to know their other movies too, because like I say, all I remember from this movie is, the character Samuel L. Jackson, a lot of the characters, a lot of the action. I don't remember a lot of their motivations.
Brie Larson's in it.
Oh yeah, her too.
The other characters.
Yeah, her too. So yeah. Oh no, Sam Jackson doesn't say fuck in this one, or he almost does, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay, it's not important, but it kind of is if it's a Sam Jackson movie.
Sam
but
Jackson, so
yeah, it's like again,
you kind of need it.
Yeah, again, you doing another character that I was just like, wow, that was damn. So whoever did this movie though, kudos, bro. I see. That's why I did good.
Yeah, because I am loving the movie. I love it. I am praising it, and I normally don't praise anything. I have big issues with movies. I normally find the one thing to complain about, and that'll ruin the entire film for me.
Example, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He keeps complaining about the title, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because it's too many thes. Just drop one of the thes like Facebook.
It should just be Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That would actually sound better, roll off the tongue better. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Exactly.
See, because I keep calling it the Falcon and the Arrow.
Yeah.
But here I am, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Hey, bro. I think we're gonna talk about this in every single video,
every single podcast, every time. But that's the thing. Let's get off that. But yeah, I am enjoying. I enjoy Kong Skull Island. That's a movie I'll watch again. Yeah. Godzilla, after I've watched it just for this, it's just like I don't think I'll ever go back to it.
I bought it for no reason. I feel stupid for buying it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to it. It's Kong Skull Island. I'll watch it again just for the characters. Because it is humorous as well. Just like every military film, it's the soldiers. They have to make light of situations, so they joke around.
I've seen documentaries of soldiers where they're doing stupid stuff, and I'm just like, somebody was like, "Oh, why are they acting like this?" Like, bro, they have to make light of this situation.
Yeah, there's nothing else they can do. It's the only way to cope. It's a way of coping. It's a coping mechanism. Yep. And like where they're fighting the spider, things like that are action packed.
Yeah,
I enjoyed those scenes because
when the homie looked up and that spider leg just
the first time, and I really enjoy that. And then because that guy was really cared for that other dude, that when that guy got the black dude was.
Easy.
Yeah. When he started getting pulled up by the web,
homie was
oh
scared
my god,
shit,
he started hacking down the legs, was doing anything he could to save him because that was like his son there. He cared for him more than anything.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna sacrifice himself with grenades, get eaten just to save him. Of course, he got swatted away. So it makes you feel bad because here he was gonna sacrifice himself.
And then you might as well just say he just killed himself.
Yeah. And served no purpose. Yeah. Because it didn't slow him down any.
As sad as that scene was, it was kind of funny too.
Yeah. Well, because it also shows intelligence.
Yeah.
In
the
Kong.
monsters.
Yeah.
It was another monster that did that. Yeah. Because remember Kong.
Oh yeah, it was the skull eater, skull crawlers.
Yep.
I still love that name. Because the humor there, just like you said, because it's like I've never said that word aloud. You call them whatever you want.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what John from Jurassic Park. Yeah.
I've never said that aloud. And the fact that the people there don't speak, they just nod and gesture like that. It's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that either today or tomorrow because that movie sounds awesome. It is awesome, but it sounds better.
Yeah, that is by far the best out of all of them.
All right, I gotta know what you think about Godzilla. Okay, for me, Godzilla versus Kong. I'm gonna start it off with the characters. The first group of characters, which is shit. Oh yeah. See, I forgot them already. It was the deaf girl.
Yeah,
and I guess that was her mom.
A stepmom. Yeah.
Okay, stepmom. They were all right. Only liked the little girl because she was like because she was able to communicate with Kong. Because
she was basically the blonde-haired girl from all King Kong movies.
Yeah.
The one that Kong forms an attachment with and falls in love with, and then dies because of her.
But not saying that she died here, but so I like the little girl. The other people in that group, But the standout characters were Millie Bobby Brown. She was in the second one. She's back. What's his name? Fire Fist.
Yep, Fire Fist
from Deadpool 2.
Don't know his real name, but he's Fire Fist.
And Bernie, in this movie, Bernie, played by Brian. I think his name is Tariq Henry. He was in Atlanta. Yes, the three of them together, I thought was great. They were really enjoyable because this is like a mixed bag of people together. So it's nice to see what they're gonna do in these situations.
What I was surprised is we didn't get enough of like a lot of Monarch at all. There was the faction that branched off, which was the little girl and her stepmother, which branched off to help Apex.
Yeah.
And then the other group, which went in to infiltrate Apex.
Let's call them the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, the Breakfast Club went in to infiltrate a random assortment of people.
We call them the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that went in to infiltrate Apex. And Monarch, though, her father, it's just like nowhere.
Yeah,
he's
they
like
were
in
just
three scenes.
Yeah, he wasn't even really here much.
Yeah,
he was there to tell her like, oh yeah, you should be in school, and then where are you? I can't hear you, and then we see him at the end.
But if you remember the trailers, he's in a lot of scenes.
Oh, I barely watched the trailers. I watched. Yeah. I think I seen like Facebook ads, but I didn't really watch the trailers.
Yeah, he's in a lot of the trailers.
Okay.
Yeah, they show him. So I thought he was a primary character.
But did we really care?
No, I didn't.
Exactly. So I'm kind of glad he wasn't a primary character. I'm glad with the bunch that we have. And hell, what was cool about this movie is Kong is actually the main character.
Yeah, I actually liked how they focused on Kong. Why? Because Kong Skull Island is the best you got. He can communicate, and it's much better to follow someone who's more of a humanoid, that it's easier for us to relate.
Because Godzilla, what if we follow Godzilla throughout this entire movie, what are we really going to be seeing him do? Walking, swimming. That's it. I mean, dude, like when you see him sad because he wants to go home, he's sitting there doing a sign language. Like, bro, there's a lot going on because he can show emotion. So seeing him as the main, I mean, I even like the opening with the music and everything. I'm like, yeah, look at my boy Kong.
Yeah,
bro.
and then he basically makes a spear and then throws it at the dome, and it's like, wait a minute, what? And as they back out into Skull Island, the whole thing's
just like a simulation.
It's a massive storm.
Yeah,
well, it's a massive storm, and I was curious. It's just like, what the heck happened? Is the storm what? Because it used to be the storm only circled the island, which prevented people from getting to the island. But apparently they mentioned that the storm had taken over all of Skull Island, that now it's uninhabitable, really, because everything dies to the storm. So they had to create a personal dome for him. That's something I actually thought was pretty cool. The problems I had was when they actually started to... Why did they need Kong?
To fight Godzilla?
No. Why did they need to take him to get to the other Earth, the upside down Earth?
I don't know. I kept getting confused. I'm like,
they needed to find a power source.
Because they kept saying upside down Earth. I'm like, damn, did I miss something?
Yeah. Well, you remember when he goes down into the core. Both the bottom and the top are Earth. So, both inhabitable. Where does the light come from? That's something I was having issues with. Because they were basically talking about how the Earth... There is a gravitational pull that pulls everyone together. However, if you go deep enough, it rotates, recenters itself, and you fall into basically... So this is the top of the Earth, and then you hit the core. Like the core is basically right here. I was assuming the core would create the light source.
Yeah.
Would create the light source, and then you basically live on kind of like a halo. You know how Halo, the grass is on the inside of the curve?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like that. But no, both the core and the inside of the curve are both inhabited with life. Where does the light come from?
Man, you doing too much.
Just the first thing I saw was just like, I was expecting everything to get inverted. Why is there land everywhere? Everywhere.
Man, you really do. You be over analyzing shit like a mom.
I look at that stuff. It pops out because it's just like they made it seem, even with the simulations, that the core was going to be like the sun of that world. It was going to be like a completely different world that's basically inverted on itself. I did love the creatures, though. The creatures were actually pretty dope.
Okay, yeah.
That was cool. Seeing Kong fight actual creatures his size reminded me of basically King Kong when he's fighting the T-Rexes.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's more entertaining. They're biting. They're wrapping around him. I do not like how the humans are aiding him, though. That really gets annoying.
Yeah,
it cheapens his victory.
I wanted to see it because when that thing got the wing wrap, I wanted to see him take that on himself. So when it came up, I was like, bro, y'all, that's a cheat.
It cheapens his victory.
Or in King Kong, bro, like he was, even at Skull Island, he was getting them solo, bro.
Yep.
Like he was like letting them know, like, nigga, I'm that nigga right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah,
But
same thing when he's fighting Godzilla on the water. I thought he was going to actually be using the ships and fighting them off, and then there was going to be at a stalemate.
I thought that too.
Yet, no, the humans have to save him.
Yeah, that fight was still lost though. That, I mean, the first introduction, I'm like, bro, how's Godzilla? I mean, how's Kong gonna get out of this? Because I mean, he's all. By the way, he was all chained up, and now he could take the chains off.
Yeah, that's something I found funny because that guy just.
I'm like, you could have did that with that.
Yep.
And my question is, how did they get big enough chains?
Yeah.
And
Not
now you
only
got
that
now you got me acting like
How did they put him to sleep?
That's what I was wondering too.
Not only that, how'd they put him to sleep for the entire flight when they could no longer?
That's what I was wondering too.
There are all these little things that just get very annoying for me.
But yeah, the first fight with Godzilla and Kong was cool, but that second one, that main one, bro. Oh my god, bro.
When he actually had a weapon.
Hey, that
was cool,
bro. Kong was doing parkour, bro. Kong got them in hands. I was like, bro, this is literally a one-sided fight. Godzilla is not getting up, and then out of nowhere, Godzilla just comes back and just started destroying that boy.
Oh, one more thing I was wondering. You know, remember when they got to the core of the Earth?
No.
They went to underground.
Yeah. No.
Why did they go at like light speed?
Who are we talking about here? You talking about the Breakfast Club?
Yeah. No, not
Okay.
the Breakfast Club. The other group, the Apex group that were trying to find it.
Shit, I don't know.
Not because the Breakfast Club, I can tell how they were. It was basically magnetic plates that shot them at light speed underneath ground to take them to Hong Kong. It's the other group that had that light speed. Why did they need a special ship to go through a hole through the Earth to the second Earth?
I was just focusing on this.
But there was none of that right there. Remember, they follow Kong.
Yeah.
Kong falls through a hole, and then they go at like light speed and wind up in the other world.
Wait a minute, did Kong go at light speed?
Yeah, he was pulled through the same hole.
Mm.
That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. And then Godzilla is able to blast a hole through the Earth.
Yeah.
And then Kong crawls out at the same exact time and pace as it was for them to go light speed through the core.
Okay, yeah, they got themselves there. That doesn't make sense. They got themselves there right there.
Because I was like, wait a minute, Kong crawled out, and yet at the same time that it took for them to fall through the Earth at light speed, which was supposed to basically, I need to sneeze. Yeah, which was basically supposed to be, because remember, he handed her like a vomit bag.
Holy crap, okay.
You just watched this movie today.
Were
you not even paying attention?
Yeah, I was. Just not on that group, though. I told you. I really did not care for that group. So whenever they came on, bro, I kind of was just like...
You look at your phone?
Yes.
You need to stop looking at your phone. You miss a ton, dude.
Oh, well,
You miss a ton of crap.
Oh, well. You're sitting there mentioning, like, how does he do this? It doesn't make sense. I'm not about to rack my brain on that at all. You're racking your brain on something like that. It doesn't matter.
But you realize... the movie's crap because the thing is, if you can't say you enjoy the movie if you're looking at your phone half the time.
I can enjoy the movie. I just told you what I didn't really care about, and I told you it was those characters. Because when I was watching it, I was just like, I don't care. And then finally, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Boom, I see something, I hear something, let's get it cracking. When it comes to the Breakfast Club, my phone is away.
Then you ain't enjoying the movie.
I enjoy the movie. I still say it's dope. Minus
Watch it all the way through.
I will.
Watch it all the way through.
It's still better than the other two Godzillas.
Like, honestly, the ship fight was pretty subpar.
No argument there.
Yeah, the only fight that was really great was finally when the mecha popped up.
You thought that one was great?
I preferred that one.
That one was weaker than the second. That one was weaker than the second fight. The second fight was fire.
No, the second fight was just Godzilla firing his beam everywhere. And Kong was avoiding it.
Man, no, hell no.
Yeah,
that
he was
like
jumping out of the way.
That was like the second part of that fight. The first part was like, Kong jumping all over, like legit throwing them hands. Godzilla keep trying to get at him. And then, because every time he tried to do a little Kamehameha wave, Kong stopped that. And then finally, once he got it off, that's when he started like spraying everywhere, no homo. That third fight with Mecha Godzilla.
He lost his axe pretty quick.
That one with Mecha Godzilla, that one was like, that shouldn't have been like the finale, because what is it? It's a one-sided fight again. Godzilla's getting beat The entire time.
I don't think that you're wrong with that. I prefer that they should have had more mecha.
And then Godzilla pops up, and then that's when the fight is basically over because now he's giving it to him.
The biggest problem was the second he powered up Kong's axe, the mecha was dead. That's what pissed me off.
That fight.
Why did that happen?
That fight for me was just too short in general. It was,
that's the thing.
It was short and it was really just one-sided.
It was what I expected because he's supposed to be the main villain. They establish him at the very beginning. You know that it's not Godzilla who's the bad guy. You see the mecha's eye. They basically feed it all to you.
If you see the trailer, you know for a fact that Godzilla's not going to be the bad guy, especially after 2 movies where he's sitting there saving Earth. I already knew he wasn't going to be.
You never know. They could flip. He flips on a dime.
They're not going to flip this though. They're stupid.
They have another monster hero. They could easily do it.
They're not going to do that. I already know for a fact.
Kong is the more interesting.
He is.
So they technically could do that. Get away with it.
Honestly, they really could. But I knew for a fact that Godzilla wasn't going to die. Kong wasn't going to die. They were going to have to team up.
Yep.
Like we kept saying.
They were going to hug it and hug it. Honestly, one thing I was hoping at the very end, when they were both laying on the ground, I was hoping Kong was going to put up a fist.
That would have been great.
Because
they missed the opportunity.
Because that would have been so funny. You guys got crap movies, unless Kong, a Skull Island. That would have been a funny bit to add.
And then Godzilla just...
Yeah. Because literally, they were both on the ground next to each other because a mecha exploded and they kind of flew back. I was hoping he would raise up his fist and then Godzilla would raise his back. Yeah, just that a cheap kind of funny thing.
I ain't gonna lie, after he took out Mecha Godzilla and then Godzilla was just laying there, I'm like, Kong better not extend his hand and help him up, bro. Because all I could think about was family. Fucking Fast and Furious. Yeah. All I could think about.
But the reason why I like the mecha fight more is because I was more excited for that one. They should have done much more with it.
No, they really should have. But that fight was
because
weak.
Technically what I assume is they have the Hydra head from
the second one at the end. Which my question is,
how did they get it from the terrorists who wanted to destroy the planet?
Exactly. Where did that come from? He had it.
Yeah.
Did he sell it to y'all or something?
But he hates the planet.
Exactly. So
he wanted to free all the Titans. Why would he give you his best chance to resurrect the Hydra?
Yep.
That didn't make any sense, but the brain apparently transferred into Mecha Godzilla.
You know what it reminds me of? Not Terminator. Transformers: Age of Extinction. Remember they kept using Megatron's head and all that?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, all of a sudden now it's Megatron. Now, that's basically what they pulled. They pulled a Megatron.
Yeah.
So watch, we're gonna have Mecha Godzilla be the villain for the next 5 movies.
Take over all technology. Yeah, it's just, that's the thing. It's just you did Mecha Godzilla. The humans were trying to create an apex. They were trying to take be the head of everything again, the apex predator once again.
Makes sense, but it's
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you killed millions of people in doing so because every time you activated it, why did you if you can build underground shelters like that, why did you build them in the middle of huge cities? Underneath Hong Kong, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, it's that is 30 billion people there.
Yeah, one of the most overpopulated cities in the world. And you built it underground there.
Because you can only have 1 kid there, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, in all of China.
That's crazy.
You have light speed rails going underneath the earth.
What happens if it's twins?
You pick one.
What happens to the other?
Abortion has been legal there since the Middle Ages, since the medieval times.
So you have to get an abortion?
Hmm?
What if you don't?
Only the rich and wealthy can have 2 children. Yeah.
But what if you're broke and you still do it? Because I know there's some black people over there. I
don't think they fall under the same category, especially if they're not citizens. Yeah, you have to be a citizen.
Don't let no black people go there, bro. It's gonna be really overpopulated.
Don't worry, they take care of themselves. But Kong was the best part about the movie, honestly.
No, he was. God, like I said, you couldn't really. This is the only time where having less Godzilla, I was cool with because you had somebody like Kong.
Yeah, because you have someone to follow.
Yeah.
Even though I think they actually had more Godzilla here than they did in the first movie.
They did, absolutely.
And probably even the second, because they would always cut to him and actually show him.
Yep.
Because even in King of Monsters, when they would have him under the water, they're looking at him through the glass. He's far away doing his threatening pulses.
Yeah.
And it's just like, is that Godzilla or is that the Loch Ness Monster? I don't know at this point.
That's Godzilla.
Gojira. It's Gojira, you punk.
Somebody said that in the movie?
No, 98. Godzilla 98.
You remember?
The news reporter.
Okay.
Great movie.
You know what's funny? When I keep thinking it's Godzilla, I think about Austin Powers and Goldmember. It's Godzilla! Yeah. Technically, it's not. But still, you're going to run like it's Godzilla. But it's not. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
But, so did you like Godzilla vs. Kong?
I enjoyed it. I'd watch probably the fights again. Maybe the ship fight. I don't think I'd watch all of the Hong Kong fight again.
Oh,
because honestly,
you'd rather watch that? You rather watch the one with Mechagodzilla versus the Hong Kong fight?
Yeah.
Are you tripping? The
thing is, I like the idea of because I've always enjoyed Mecha. Have you ever seen the original Mechagodzilla?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's actually not. So that's the thing. I think it's more the nostalgia for me.
Okay,
because I've never seen Kong. Well, I have seen Kong and Godzilla fight before, but it wasn't entertaining then. This one, I like Kong Skull Island, but I've always had more fond memories because I think the very first Godzilla I ever saw was the Mechagodzilla, the 55 one.
Yeah, those
I think.
Yeah,
I think that's the first one I ever actually saw, and I think that's why I have very fond memories of it. So the second he basically gets sentience, and you see the Breakfast Club backing up, that's like the goosebump moment for me because it reminds me of like, yeah, it's alive, it's back.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember like the only Godzilla I fully remember is watching that cartoon when, oh my God, we need help. Let's call Godzilla. They call him. He comes up from under the water. You have like the little bitty dinosaur like flying around. Which if they do another Godzilla movie, I better see that little bitty. Cause I love that. I love that cartoon. You know they actually had the cartoon for the '98 version too. Mm-hmm. I've never seen it, but I always saw like the '90s had the opening.
Tons of cartoons to follow them.
Men in Black, The Mummy,
Ace Ventura,
Dumb and Dumber,
The Mask.
Didn't they have a cartoon for Clueless?
Spawn.
Like it could be 10 Things I Hate About You. We're gonna give them a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like everybody got cartoons. That's what's funny. But yeah. So I think the one time I do remember watching an old Godzilla movie was because I was supposed to be in daycare. I decided to skip daycare and just go straight to my grandparents' house. And next thing I know, I wake up like at 10 o'clock at night, laying on the couch, and Godzilla Black and White is on. And then my mom comes in and she gets ready to beat my ass. That's the only fond memory of a very old Godzilla movie I have. It's just that. That is sad.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, I think for me, because the entire time I didn't really focus on Godzilla versus Kong because I knew Mecha was about to be awakened.
Yeah.
I would need to rewatch that entire fight because to me, my mind was watching The Breakfast Club. I wanted to see what was going on there. So my mind kind of just focused on what was going on, but didn't actually pay attention to the fight.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted to see the mecha come to life. And when his eyes start flickering, you know it's about to happen. That's why I focused primarily on that. I was more eager to see that. And when he basically starts just wiping the floor with Godzilla, the one thing I hated was as soon as Kong joined the fight, it was over.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Mechagodzilla basically taking them both on.
No, that's what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure like, okay, Kong will come in, give him some quick jabs, and the next thing you know, Mecha's gonna start destroying them. But no, the second Kong showed up, the fight was through. I was like,
because that's the thing. I was expecting
that's why I said it was weak.
What I was expecting was for Kong and Godzilla to be each fighting on their own terms.
Yeah.
So they'd each try to get punches whenever they wanted to. It would take them
like Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. It would take them finally working together, like literally one punches, and then the other one is there to receive Mecha as he's coming towards him so he can punch him back as they work together to take him out. That's what I was hoping.
But nope.
But yeah, the only part of teamwork they get is Godzilla blasting his Kamehameha wave.
Yep, at
right,
the axe.
Yep, right into the axe. That's the only bit we get.
That was whack.
And it was just like, this wasn't it for me. This wasn't it. Thanks you for giving me Mecha, but it ended way too quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's a machine. It can always bring Mecha back.
No woman's going to enjoy that. I had to.
They can always bring Mecha back, but yeah, they kind of messed up. They kind of messed up that fight. They should have had it a little longer. No homo. And yeah, you could have easily had them do teamwork, because I mean, it wasn't even really teamwork. So when they do the, at the end,
that
was basically, in their head.
Yeah, so Kong apparently protects the underworld and Godzilla protects the surface world.
Shit, I don't know.
I think that's what
I just know Kong is back home with the cool music and everything.
Yeah. Like, okay, what was that other part? Oh yeah, the Hydra's head. It was a skull, right?
Yeah. Because it was part of the 3-headed deal, yeah.
It was supposed to be self-regenerating, right? Why was everything plugged in directly to a skull? There was no brain, no nothing, no eyes, nothing to regenerate, nothing was being generated.
Yeah.
How is it thinking for itself? How is it operating as a supercomputer? There was nothing there. Except an Asian dude sitting in the skull where the brain should be. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you actually make a great point.
That's something that was just like, wait a minute, I understand the concept here, but literally, it's not regenerating. If anything, it's decayed more since the previous movie. Because the previous movie, it still had skin on it. It was nothing but the head. Mm-hmm. But here, it's nothing but the skull left. So everything else has been peeled away. The eyeballs have gone. The tongue has gone. All the skin, all the scales. It's obviously not regenerating itself. So is it still the same Hydra? That's something I was just like, before maybe if there was parts.
This is why I don't care so. That's why I'm glad I don't care so much about this franchise.
Yeah. But for me, I always focus on those little things, because for me, I was thinking it's just like, if anything, maybe one thing that would have been a nice feature is like you would see it slowly healing and disappearing at the same time, like as if they were draining it as it was trying to heal itself.
Yeah.
So they were utilizing its power as a supercomputer. That would have made sense, but no, it was just a stagnant skull.
Yeah.
I didn't see it trying to heal itself at all. So that was something I was just like, you could have done a little bit of special effects to sell it for me, but they didn't. Yeah. So to sum up, Kong Skull Island is great. The Skull Island portion of King Kong is great, and Godzilla 98 is a masterpiece.
Hey, that sounds about right for me. Like I said, it's 100 times better than the 2014 King of Monsters.
Yep. I would like to see a sequel for that movie. Honestly, they still could do that.
Oh, because the show was basically a sequel, the cartoon. Because basically that egg that they found at the end, they trained it and he became their ally. So yeah,
it becomes the real Godzilla.
That could have been the sequel right there.
Yeah, the one who actually takes care. That movie's just amazing through and through. Great. I have the toys for it. I should have brought them out.
I wish I had that cup holder, man. Yeah. That cup holder was fire. Oh, and then that the Puff Daddy song. Oh my God, I haven't heard that song in years. Yeah.
Great. I loved it.
Why was I getting ready to sing the Will Smith song from Men in Black 2? Yeah. Nod your head like this, which was a stupid.
I preferred the first Men in Black.
That's the best movie, and it had the best song.
Yep.
The second one, that didn't make no sense. Nod your head.
Yep, nod your head.
But here comes
just like, why?
Black. Yeah, why am I nodding my head? Because one of their characters was just a head. Johnny Knoxville.
Oh.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 98. If you want to watch a Godzilla movie, a great Godzilla movie, 98.
Yeah, but in this universe, this one, like I said, Skull Island, Godzilla versus Kong, King of Monsters, Godzilla. That's my ranking for this universe.
Same, but just don't even bother watching King of Monsters and Godzilla. Honestly, you don't really need them.
Yeah.
You don't need to know about Hydra. You don't really need to know about the human characters at all.
Not at all.
You just need to know about Kong and Kong, because Kong's the main focus in the second movie.
Kong could do more. He can do more. He can portray more emotion. You care about him more than you care about a screeching lizard. Honestly, I'm sorry, Godzilla, you my boy, but you can't talk.
Yeah, so it's just like one of those things. Just like Skull. You can go from Skull Island to it should be called Kong versus Godzilla, because let's face it, Kong is the main character.
It sounds better too.
Yeah, it should be Kong's second movie. This is literally Kong's second movie. so it should be addressed as such.
Yeah.
Not another Godzilla movie. We already have 2 which have completely sucked. Kong's movie was great, so put Kong first, it'd probably do better. And they did. They put him first, just not in name. In visuals only.
True. True.
Yeah, I'm going to keep ranting about certain things. So, yeah, just watch Kong Skull Island and the Kong versus Godzilla.
I'm so sleepy, bro. I was looking at the screen like that was the camera.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah. But, yeah, it's worth a watch. Kong Skull Island and... yeah, Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
Those 2 are worth a watch.
Those are the main ones to watch. I feel like if you don't want to watch the other 2, yeah,
you don't have to.
Just watch Kong and Kong.
It does not really carry the story in any way.
Nope.
You don't really need to know about her mother basically being a complete moron and her sacrificing herself at the very end. Honestly, I got to say, though, if she would have survived, I would have been pissed off in King of Monsters.
I cut it off. Didn't something explode?
She activated the thing and she got killed by the Hydra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if she would have survived, I would have been pissed. Or they give the family a happy ending.
Bitch don't deserve no happy ending.
Yup, she doesn't. With how much damage she's caused, she deserved to die.
Just like Amber Heard.
They deserve to die. Them bees deserve to die.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. It's just like, if they would have done that, I would have hated the movie so much more, and I would have far worse things to say about it. But that's the one redeeming thing. The terrible character they created, they killed off.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat acceptable. The one thing I didn't understand is, why was the daughter going along with it?
Bro.
Because apparently she knew.
Bro, yes.
And she was going to warn her father.
Before I cut it off, I was just like, wait a minute, hold up. You said you wasn't. I was like, wait a minute. So you was a part of this the whole time too? Yeah, that caught me. Like, I was like, wait a minute.
That's something I have to bring in, because that's something I gotta say. It's just like,
no, she was part of it too.
You've got to know that your mother's mentally ill. You were apparently going to tell your father and decided not to.
You said the cities were going to be empty. It doesn't matter. Those are people's homes.
Yep.
Jobs, hospitals. Girl, what? I forgot. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up.
Because that's the thing. It's just like, I didn't like her. Kong versus Godzilla, I preferred her in because she seems to just be that spunky, kind of character.
Yep.
She's not a dumb girl who's just following her dumb mother along on a suicidal mission, thinking everything was going to end well.
She's 17. That movie came out like, what, 7? She was like, what, 13, 14 or whatever. She was stupid then, but I don't know.
I wasn't.
I wouldn't have done something like that. I was trying to help her out, but no, I'm glad you brought that up, because it totally.
Well, that's the thing. That movie's so bad that you miss some of the things there.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And only thing,
you cut it off.
Yeah, I didn't feel like watching no Godzilla, man. Godzilla's boring.
Exactly.
Bro. And even though
should have watched Kong.
Even though I gave King of Monsters like somewhat of a positive review. The positive review only went to Godzilla and the fighting, because that's the only part where it's enjoyable. Whereas Godzilla, where's those enjoyable moments? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you want to see some hate, you'll watch my reviews. I'm gonna do them pretty soon.
Yeah.
Or they might already be up by the time you watch this or listen to this, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find me on YouTube at EL-SCRIBBLER. Yeah.
That's how we doing it. Well, my reviews, one of my first one is already up. Godzilla 2. I'm doing it again. I'm looking. I'm tired.
Don't look at Godzilla. Don't look at Kong. Just look at the lens.
My review is already up. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Mo. And on tomorrow is going to be God damn it, because you said whenever they see it, and I'm saying tomorrow.
Yeah.
And their tomorrow
you
might
never
be
know.
next week.
Yeah, it could be next year.
If you see it next year, bro, all 3 of my reviews for the Godzilla movies will be up.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. They put them in the back burner. Just like, I just need to edit those. They never get up like your Monster Hunter.
I actually
should just redo that.
I was actually just thinking about deleting that.
Yeah, just redo that.
Yeah,
just redo it.
I don't feel like going through that again. But hey, I gotta get my car fixed in the morning.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm moving into a new spot. So yeah, we gotta end this because I'm tired. But hey yo, that's our podcast talking about the Godzilla. Actually, not even the Godzilla friend. The Monsterverse.
Monster Universe.
Monster Universe. Hey, that's I don't know. I'm tired, bro. You
Yeah,
in this? Man.
you know
I'm
what?
sleepy.
Please like, share.
Thoughts on the video, the movies, and all that. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Check out our pages.
If you haven't seen 98, we recommend it heavily.
That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, and if you want to see the King Kong, just fast forward an hour into the movie and start it from
Peter
there.
Jackson's King Kong.
Yeah. Start it for an hour into the movie.
No homo.
And then it's an hour and a half. They're on Skull Island, so just watch it for that hour and a half. It's great. I love those scenes, except for really the blonde chick, because there are some dumb scenes with her and the monkey, or gorilla. What, is it a gorilla or a monkey? I don't know. Yeah, I don't care for some of those, but seeing the humans against nature, yeah, that's pretty cool. Giant bugs, creepy. Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Yeah,
Please share, and subscribe.
I was waiting for you to keep going. and as always, see y'all next time. Peace.
Doodles.
Bro, always like, you're going to keep going, huh? So let me just...
Always.
Nice.
Before you go, one thing I had forgotten to mention.
This is a post-credit scene.
Yeah, basically. One thing I had forgotten to mention is the one dude who wanted to go into the earth, whose brother died.
Tarzan. That's the Tarzan dude, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's got to play Tarzan.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The first time they show him, he has long hair and a beard. The next scene he is in, when he's on Skull Island, he's clean shaven, comb over. I could not tell it was him. I had to wince a few times. It was just like, really? Is that really the same guy? He has the same objective that he was given by Apex. Is that the same dude?
I swear to it's because bro, I had to think about it. Like, wait a minute, because they don't mention him cutting his hair or showing him that he's cutting his hair or nothing. It just pops up for the
Yeah, the second time they show him, he's popped up all clean shaven.
And it's funny because what was it? When I tried to watch it the second it came out at midnight. I was sleepy. It got to the part where he has like the full hair and beard. I'm like, you know what? I'm not paying attention, so let me cut it off and then start it from the beginning. I do that, and I still didn't even notice that was the same character.
Yeah, they could have easily added a throwaway scene,
or just
walks to the bathroom and just turns on a trimmer,
or somebody that maybe we seen him with earlier or whatever. I don't know. Be like, oh yeah, nice. I see you finally cut the hair or whatever. It was looking stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that would be too much of a throwaway line, because that seems like
that could have been for anybody.
Yeah, and that just sounds like too much. That's basically like you telling me, oh, I see you shaved today. Just like, that's dumb to say. It's a dumb thing to say.
They said it in the Avengers. I see you got your beard like mine.
Yeah, but that's more of a humorous type thing, because when you grow a beard out, it makes sense. When you shave a beard, nobody really cares, because it means something to grow a beard. It means something to grow a beard.
You know what's funny, bro? I forgot you even had a beard.
Exactly.
Because, dude, you always, next thing you know, you be baby face, and I don't find out until like 5 days or 5 weeks later, and I'm like, bro, when did you shave your beard? I shaved it like 2 months ago.
Yeah. But I have to shave like every day because it grows back out instantly.
At least you know that I'm not paying attention to your face.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's one thing. It's just like they could have added a throwaway line, or not throwaway line, but just throwaway scene. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, because I'm just like, wait a minute. We had this one last part to do, and now...
Please like, share, subscribe.
Peace.
Toodles. I had to go quick.
Yeah, bro. We were just like, wait a minute.